Hi, it's Colin Coward. I started The Volume to bring you some of the most authentic voices in sports. While you're here, make sure you hit subscribe. Thanks.
Let's dive into some actual football. Pretty big games this weekend. Obviously, we have a massive, massive game Sunday night. And I don't even think it's disputable. All the pressure is on the Chargers. How they are 9-7 to me, and I've said this now for weeks, is mind-boggling, seems borderline impossible. Their quarterback is in the universe right now with Mahomes, Rodgers, Stafford, and Brady. He has 35 touchdowns. All those guys have 35 or more. All those teams cruising to the playoffs. Brady, division champ. Stafford, if he wins this weekend, division champ. Mahomes, division champ. And obviously Rodgers, number one seed, back-to-back MVPs. Yet they have Herbert, who's having an unreal season, 35 touchdowns, easily one of the best quarterbacks in the league, yet they're 9-7 because their defense has been atrocious. Yet you look at the Raiders, coach fired, guy is headed to prison, federal prison, another first-round corner cut for guns. They just had a dude this week get a Dewey in a parking lot. Now, it might not be a DUI because he was not driving, but that's Vegas law, different than California law. But regardless, they had a guy get arrested at 4:30 in the morning. They have had one, and Nate Hobbs not bad. They've had one thing after another, yet they're 9-7 too. And their quarterback has been throwing to Zay Jones and Hunter Renfrow. And their defense is full of Max Crosby and Yannick Ngakoue, who are good players, but somehow have them as the same record. I think if Brandon Staley loses this game, and I don't think they will, the Chargers should win. They have just the better team. They have way more talent. But it is a road game. They don't have many fans to begin with. They did actually in San Diego. I knew a lot of them. It just feels like a lot of those guys have kind of tapped out. Don't blame them. Dean Spanos will do that to you. I think if Brandon Staley loses this game, you could justify firing him after 1 year. I truly believe that because this guy inherited a rocket ship and somehow he crashed it. I think that, what were they, 4-1 to start the season? They beat Kansas City. They beat the Raiders earlier in this season. I don't trust the Chargers at all. Now, I don't necessarily trust the Raiders either, but I don't know, man. I think the pressure is all on Brandon Staley, all on the Chargers organization. You can't win this game. I'll never take, and I love their quarterback. I won't be able to take their organization. Now, not that I do. I mean, I kind of do. They've had good teams over the last 20 years. Marty Schottenheimer, some Mike McCoy's first couple years with Rivers. Even Anthony Lynn made the playoffs 1 year with Phillip Rivers and won a playoff game. Remember, they beat the Ravens. But, man, to me, they got to win this game. And then the other big game is in Southern California, which I will be in attendance. Pretty fired up. Really fired up. And I think this is a game where Kyle Shanahan just basically has to whip it out and put it all on the table and just take a swing for the fences. Trick plays, do everything humanly possible. I'm assuming Trey Lance is going to play as of recording this. But I don't see Trey Lance making his third career start against Houston. He was really rusty that first half of the game, which is understandable. He hadn't played, since week 4 or 5 against Arizona. I do think the Rams are a different animal in terms of their pass rush. There was no pass rush last week. Now you got guys that can get after the passer, like Arizona, and Arizona really threw him off. Now, the guy is very, very physically gifted, but he's very raw. I mean, he's got a long way to go. Now, you bet on raw guys, high character with the physical skills. Big picture, if he works hard, dedicates himself, he's got players around him, he can be a high-level quarterback in this league. But we've seen with all the other rookies, it's very, very – the NFL is hard. The NFL is hard if you're like Trent Williams. The NFL is hard if you're Aaron Donald, let alone a rookie. I mean, it is – who hasn't played all season. So it's a very, very difficult spot. If Kyle Shanahan can beat Sean McVay for the 6th straight time with a rookie quarterback, it's one of the best wins of his coaching career so far. And obviously he had the 1 year, but it would be by far the best win of the season. It would be an incredible accomplishment on the road. Now, there are going to be, I'm sure, a lot of 49er fans there, a lot of red, but this is going to be very, very difficult. Now, the Niners are going to need just insane games from guys like Bosa, Kittle, and Debo, which are possible. I mean, these guys are all Pro Bowl level guys. Thanks for watching 3 and Out. You can check out the podcast below in the description, and make sure you subscribe right now to the Volumes YouTube channel.